Hi everyone, I'm Amy from Cakes with Faces and I'm going to be at MCM London Comic Con from the 27th to 29th of October at XL in London with my stall Cakes with Faces. So here's my tips for your first time at Comic Con. So what is there at Comic Con? There's stalls with all kinds of geeky things, special guests signing autographs and doing panels on the stage. There's loads of people in cosplay. There's VidFest where you can meet people from YouTube and Author Corner with fantasy authors. There's the Comic Village with independent artists. There's the Pop Asia section, which has got a little stage, stalls selling Japanese things and some Japanese food stalls. There's video game demos to play and all sorts of other attractions on the booths, like you can have your picture taken on the Iron Throne, they have cars from films, sometimes they have costumes. Once there was a stall where you could have your picture taken in 3D. And this time, for the first time, WWE Wrestling is coming to Comic Con. They're going to have merch, memorabilia, and you can have a video of yourself coming out of the Undertaker's casket. If it is your first time at Comic Con, you can see what it's like in my video from last time on my channel Cakes with Faces on YouTube. And I'll also be doing a video this time, so subscribe if you want to see it. And I'll be there with my stall Cakes with Faces. It's actually Cakes with Faces' 6th birthday. I started 6 years ago in October 2011 with my very first stall in the Comic Village. And it's just so great to know there's people who've known Cakes with Faces since the very beginning who still come and say hello now. I always love meeting you guys and chatting about Japan or my videos or my designs. So come along, come and say hello and tell me you've seen my video. I'll be in the South Hall on stand BC1. If you go in entrance S4 by Square Pie and go straight ahead, you'll be able to find me. I'll have some new designs. There's a new version of my All the Best Stuff is from Japan t-shirt on black this time, and a completely new design called Always There For You. I'll have the black version of my Magical Kyoto tunics, they've been really popular, and I'll have the original white version as well. I'll also have some new Zushi pins, they're really cute. I'll also have all my other stuff, my t-shirts, varsity jackets, the Alpacalypse hoodies, my dresses, enamel pins, caps, how to make sushi comics, and cushions for your room. They're all my own designs and you can see them all on cakeswithfaces.co.uk. Autographs and photos. The panels and stage shows are free, but if you want to meet the guests or have pictures with them, you need to buy a ticket. They're usually confirmed quite late before the show. Sometimes they have filming schedules and things and they can't confirm if they're going to be there till quite late on. So keep an eye on the MCM website to see who's going to be there. And if you are meeting guests, check where they are on the floor plan. XL is really big and I always get someone coming up to the store saying, I've got a ticket to meet this person, but I don't know where they are. So don't leave it till last minute and miss your time. The MCM Facebook group is a really busy group with so many posts every day. It's actually really hard to keep up with. People post pictures of their cosplays and meetups and all kinds of things, so it's worth a look. Which day to go? All the same stalls are there for the whole weekend, but the stage schedule and the special guests can be different each day. Friday is always the quietest and it's open till 7 p.m. If I was going, I'd definitely go on Friday if you can, because it's a lot quieter. Saturday is the busiest day. It can get quite crowded in the middle of the day, then it quietens down a bit later on. Tickets. Get your tickets from the MCM website. Definitely get them in advance just in case they sell out. You can get priority tickets and general entry. The priority tickets get you in a couple of hours earlier, and remember some people do get there quite early, so there might be a queue. Bring cash with you. There are cash machines, but they tend to get quite long queues, so it's better to bring it with you if you can. Some stores take cards, including mine, but not all of them, so it's better to bring some money with you. How much cash to bring? Lots of people ask me this and there's no right answer, but there will be a lot of things you want to buy. There'll be stuff you can't normally get in high street shops, and if you've been to a smaller local con, MCM London is on a whole different scale. There's so many stores and there will be a lot of things you want to buy. If there's something particular you're looking for, like a game or a figure, know how much it usually is online so you can compare. On my stall I have lower prices and special offers at the show, but that's not the same on all of the stalls. And be aware that some stores do sell fakes. MCM do try and stop this, but there's so many stalls and not everything there will be genuine, so know what you're looking for. And if you're not sure, just get the details of the stall in case there's any problems. Food and drink. There's food stalls all the way along the middle at XL. They are quite expensive, and there's a couple of food stalls in the Pop Asia section doing Japanese food. My favourites are Pico Pico and Sticky Bundits, who do burgers with rice buns. They're really good. There's also a Tesco Express outside near XL, and you can bring your own food and drink with you. Definitely bring a drink because it can get quite hot. How to get there? It's really easy to go on the train. When I used to go before I had the stall, I used to feel so out of place on the train. Then when you get near XL, you start seeing more and more cosplayers and you start to fit in. You can get there on the DLR, you can use your Oyster card. Custom House Station is closed at the moment, so go to Prince Regent instead. On Saturday and Sunday, there's no DLR between Stratford and Bow Church. When you get there, there'll be so many other people, so just follow everyone else. And if you're driving, there is parking at XL. The Emirates Airline. It's a cable car by XL which goes over the river to the O2, and if you show them your wristband or your tickets, you get a discount. I went on it last time and there's a nice view of the river, and if you want to get something to eat in the evening, there's a lot more places at the O2 than round by XL. The show guide has the official floor plan, the schedule for the stage, and the full list of exhibitors. The one on the website doesn't have all of them, but everything's in the show guide. It's published online a couple of days before the show. I'll put a link on my website and I'll put it on my Facebook and Twitter as well. It's Cakes with Faces, and at the show they have printed versions. They also have big signs with the floor plan on. XL is huge and Comic Con takes up both sides of it, so it's so easy to miss out whole sections. I know I say this every time, but there is always someone who messages me after the show and says, I really wanted to see your stall, but I couldn't find you. So if there is something particularly you want to see, like my stall, make sure you know where it is on the floor plan. Cosplay. Lots of people ask, is it okay to cosplay as this character from this game, this anime, Disney characters, crossover characters, or your own version of a character? And the answer to all of them is yes. You'll see so many different cosplayers, and lots of people worry if anyone will recognise them as an obscure character, but really there's so many people there into so many different things that probably someone will. And even if they don't, if you're cosplaying a character that you really love, that's what matters. You'll see so many different amazing cosplayers, and most people are more than happy to have their pictures taken, but remember to ask permission first. There's lots of meetups of all the characters from a particular film or anime who all meet up and have pictures together. It looks really fun, and you can see them all listed on the Fringe Festival page on the MCM website, and they often talk about them in the MCM Facebook group as well. There are some rules about cosplay and weapons. They're on the MCM website, and they have security checks at the door just to keep everyone safe. Comic Con is so friendly, and it's just such a great atmosphere with everyone hanging out in the whole area around XL in their cosplays, or even if it's just a geeky t-shirt or some cat ears, you're free to be into whatever you're into and no one's judging you. That's one of the best things about Comic Con. So come and see me on the South Hall on stand BC1 and say happy 6th birthday to Cakes with Faces. You can see all my designs on cakeswithfaces.co.uk and on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to my channel to see my video from the show. I normally make videos about Japan, and right before Comic Con I'm going to be at Disney World, so there's some Disney vlogs coming up too. So remember to come and say hello, and I'll see you there. Bye bye!